So hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tilly D and thank you for tuning in. I'm excited because I will be sharing with you my first experience on the COVID-19 vaccine. So yes, finally I got my vaccine. Yeah, it wasn't as nice as I'm saying it, but I will share everything with you. I'm gonna take you step by step as to what happened. So I think it's about 4 to 5 steps that I will let you know about. And yes, I hope that you will learn a lot from the video and that you will also make a decision for yourself, because at the end of the day the vaccine is not forced to be taken by anyone. So if you feel that you have a need to take the vaccine, yes, you can take it as soon as it's enrolled for everyone to take. And yes, so yeah, I'm really excited. And a short disclaimer, guys, I am not promoting the vaccine. I am just sharing my experience with you guys, and I hope that you will just take it as I'm saying it. I'm not gonna add, or I'm just gonna tell you everything as I've experienced it. Yes, and yeah, thank you. So please don't forget after the video to click on the notification button and subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up if you like the video, and please do share and put a comment down there. Thank you. So let us get into today's video. Okay, so how did I register? I received a link from my manager. After clicking on the link, the link directed me to a website where I had to register and fill in my details. Obviously, when you click on that link, it will immediately, the first page that you will see will be a page that it's gonna just tell you about the vaccine, and it will tell you how to register, and then it will take you to a page where it's like a form, an online form. You just fill in the form, you create a username and your password, and as soon as you submit everything, then you will get a message on your phone to say that your application has been received and that they're still processing your application. You will receive a confirmation with a voucher number. So I did that and I waited for the confirmation. So how long did I wait to get the confirmation? I waited for about a month and a half, about 2 months, because I did my application in March and I received my confirmation SMS now in May. So I clicked on the link. So I went to the website. It requested me to enter my ID. I entered my ID number, and it also took me to another, obviously it's a step-by-step thing, and it took me to another page where I had to confirm my details, because then it takes you to a page where all your details are filled in. You just need to go and click and confirm your details, and then you need to also click on the terms and conditions of the vaccine, because obviously there's leaflets and everything that is there that you need to read before you can submit your consent. It's more like an electronic consent form that you need to basically fill in or confirm before you submit. So I submitted and I waited for a response. So immediately after submitting, I received an SMS with a confirmation SMS that I have been accepted to attend this study, which is the COVID-19 vaccine, obviously. I then received this SMS. The SMS had a voucher number. It had the venue that I will be going to for vaccination. It also had the documents that are required for me to submit while going there. Then I received another SMS, meaning that now I received 3 SMSs. So the third SMS had the scheduled times and also the voucher number. So my times were from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So, all right. And I was now nervous. I was nervous. I wasn't sure whether to go or not because you guys know, I mean, like everyone is just saying a lot. Everyone has something to say about the vaccine. And I also had a lot to say about the vaccine. Like I was very sure that I'm not taking the vaccine until I was infected by the COVID-19. Yeah, guys, when you know, you know. So I then decided that definitely when they enroll the vaccine, I will definitely take it. So yeah, that's why I decided to go and take the vaccine because I don't want to get sick again, or at least the chances of getting sick will be like less this time than before. Okay, so after I have received these three SMSs, I had to wait for my scheduled date. So, which basically was the following day from the date I confirmed. What happens when you get to the vaccine side? So, what happened is obviously um, I got to the venue and there was a queue, and I was asking around where do I go for COVID vaccine, and they just showed me the queue. It was a long queue towards the gate, and I went there. I followed the queue. I asked the person that was before me, and she told me that yeah, this is the entry point. So I waited on the queue. I followed on the queue, and until I got to the front. What they asked for. So basically, the documents that they will ask for, it's your ID number. I mean, it's your ID book or your ID card. They also want to see your employee card, and they also want to see the SMS that they sent you for confirmation, and also the one that has the scheduled times. So basically, those are the things that I produced. So I don't know what else they want, but that's what I produced because the SMS said I must bring that with me. So yeah. Okay. And then I got a pass. Then I was directed to go and follow another queue at the back. So I went, followed the queue at the back. It was a long queue, a very long queue. I think we waited for I think the longest time I waited was on that queue because from that queue, everything was just moving fast. I think I waited for like 30 minutes on that queue, waited, and I was until I got to the front, I was directed to go and join another queue in the tent. At least that queue had chairs, so at least we were sitting down. Everyone was sitting down and we were just sitting and waiting, and the anxiety of waiting on a COVID-19 a vaccine queue, and where everyone was just quiet, and you can just tell Guti, everyone is just praying for their lives following that queue. I was also praying for my life, but I knew that I had to take the vaccine. So I followed the queue. When I got to the front, I was directed to go to another room where I was screened. So I went there. It was like a screening room. Basically, they do the normal where you get sanitized, and also they do a screening on you. So that happened. They screened me, and the screening questions are almost the same as the screening questions that you get everywhere, like in the shops, in the at work, restaurants. Those screening questions, but they just added a bit more because now obviously you are supposed to take the vaccine, and there are also things that they need to look at before you can take the vaccine. Basically, you need to qualify for you to take the vaccine. So they ask you those questions. They ask you if you are pregnant. So if you are pregnant, you cannot take the vaccine. And also, if you are feeling sick, you have flu, you have a cough, you have a headache, you can take the vaccine. You need to be like normal. You need to be fine. You need to be okay. And also, they want to know if you have taken the flu vaccine. So if you have taken the flu vaccine, at least to qualify for the COVID vaccine, you need to wait for 14 days. So you can only take the COVID vaccine after 14 days of taking your flu vaccine. I hope I make sense. So that is also part of the screening. And then I don't remember the other questions, but I think that's basically the most important. And when you pass the screening, so basically everything must tick no, 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 no. If anything ticks yes, then you don't qualify, you are sent to go back home. All right. So I qualified because everything was a no. It means I was fine. Like my flu vaccine, I had taken my flu vaccine 4 weeks ago. So I automatically qualified to take the COVID vaccine. So I went inside. I was then directed to go inside. There's another room where there's a lot of computers and there's agents sitting around. So you go to the available agent and they take your ID, they take the voucher number that you were sent that was sent to you by SMS, and they look at that voucher number if it's matching with what's on the system, basically to also confirm on their side that you are here and you've qualified for the screening. You are definitely now sent to take the vaccine. So from that queue, I was sent to follow another queue. Now that was going to a hall where the vaccine was taken, basically. So followed that queue. Okay, before going to that queue, so after I passed the screening and everything, I received this. They gave me this. It's basically everything it has everything that you need to know about the COVID vaccine. And they also gave me this. It's a flyer. It has all the side effects, so that should I have any side effects, obviously I need to go back and refer to this. And also if I have like difficulties, I need to call this toll-free number, which will tell me what to do, what to drink, all of that. And yeah, so I followed the queue, and when I get to the front, I get this. Where is this? So I get this. Yeah, this is my passport to go inside. It has it's like a little form. It has like a lot of it has details that needs to be filled in. There's a name. I mean, it's a vaccinee name, date of vaccination, the lot number, your ID number, your vaccination number. So each vaccine, when you enter inside, you will see every vaccine has a number. That's very scary because it's something that we're always talking about. But anywho, it has a vaccine number. It's basically it's a unique number that is on your vaccine, and then it has your vaccinators details as well, and also the time of vaccination as to what time you were vaccinated. This is called a vaccination card. So this is basically like a passport. That's what they told me. So I finally went inside. I went and sat down. I was escorted to my vaccinator. I sat down. I was very scared, very nervous, and she was just like asking me like questions, and she did a screening on me again. And while we were doing the screening, she had a gadget with her where she also asked me for my ID number, and she also asked for the SMS. So I showed her the SMS, and I also gave her my ID number. And yeah, she was also just like confirming my details, and whatever she was getting or putting in that gadget that she had with her, yeah, it was the information that I was giving to her, and also the information that she was just confirming by looking like my ID number. She would ask me what my ID number is while also looking at my ID number. And also, yeah, I think just to make sure that everything goes, accordingly, and that I'm not a scam or anything, or a chance or anything like that. But so finally I took the vaccine. My arm is still sore. And yeah, I took the vaccine, and I cried. I was like, maybe these are my last years. I cried, guys. I cried because I was very scared, I cried, and then I got better, and while sitting there, and she was just like laughing at me and trying to calm me down, and just telling me that no, you won't die, it doesn't kill, and obviously everything that they are saying on the news and everything. So then after like having like a chat with her for like after 5 minutes, she told me that they will escort me to a waiting area where I will have to wait for like 15 minutes so that they can monitor my condition, or to monitor me basically as to if the vaccine is reacting accordingly in my body. So if it's reacting accordingly, it means that you will be normal. But if obviously it's gonna react otherwise, then obviously I will like have like side effects immediately. And then yeah, so unfortunately I didn't have any side effects while waiting. I was escorted to that waiting area. I waited for like 15 minutes, and they came and checked on me like now and again. They were like checking on me, and I was just fine the whole time. I was just nervous. I was also scared for my life, and yeah. At that time, I didn't have any side effects. I just had that pain on my arm, because obviously after taking an injection, I think we all like have that pain. Even if you take an injection on your arm, you will still have a pain. So okay, fast forward. I was told to go home because I am fine, and the waiting time is also like done. Like 15 minutes is already passed. I went home. From there, I went straight home. Got home and I just had a hot bath. And I was just like worried, monitoring myself as well, trying to check if like I have any symptoms. Didn't have anything, honestly. And then I slept at night. I woke up in the morning, my arm was sore. I had just a little bit of body pains, just a little bit of flu symptoms, I guess, because I had a little bit of fever, a little bit of body pains. But that lasted for maybe like 4 hours, because I woke up in the morning and I took a bath, I went to work, and like I was just fine the whole time. Went to work, I came back, and I was literally okay. And I didn't take any medication because I was scared of taking medication. I just didn't want to react on the vaccine. So that is basically it, guys. It's my experience of the COVID-19 vaccine. They call it the Sisonke J&J vaccine. So yes, I'm fine. I'm still doing well. Like this, I don't have any symptoms anymore. My arm is still sore, but just a little bit. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yeah, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and please do remember to subscribe, click on the notification button, give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to put a comment and share. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I love you so much, guys. Bye.